and welcome to probably this year's last stream. That's still too loud. Ah, there we go. And it's a big one, that I can tell. So today we are taking a look at Orchestral Tools Metropolis Ark 5. Just released yesterday. They end an error in not an error, an era in their own words. End of an era. It's the last arc of the series, so it's been 5 different libraries. All of the libraries have now been ported to their sign player. We will look at everything pretty much today. I really just finished downloading Metropolis Ark 4 right before the stream, like 10 minutes ago. At least the basic mic positions, to have something to play around with on the stream today. But yeah, we are taking a look at Metropolis Ark 5. Big stream with a big screen, there we go. And yeah, let's switch gears here and turn the music off. And before I tell, well, let's get some stuff out of the way first. Bad headphones today. My puppy killed my Slate VSX cable. So new cable is coming tomorrow. So for now, these will have to make do. And it's so incredible when you're used to the Slate VSX, like I am now for the past couple of months, and suddenly you have to take on other headphones. This is like a totally new world. It's crazy. I mean, these are not the best ones anyway. But so yeah, not on the Slate VSX today. Other headphones, a little bit high end for my taste in these. Yeah, and Orchestral Tools have been incredibly generous for the stream today. It's Metropolis Ark 5, and we have 5 copies to give away today. The usual drill, all you got to do for that is head over to this Facebook post and leave a comment below. And during the stream, we will pick 5 winners that will get a free copy of Metropolis Ark 5. And before I say much more about the library, I want to give the word to Orchestral Tools. Thanks, Zahari, much appreciated. Still doesn't help with the giveaways. Sorry for that. So yeah, before we jump in, I want to give, if in case you haven't seen it, just check out the trailer for Metropolis Ark 5. It's very, very well done. So just give it a quick look. And there is no sound. That's bad. Why is there no sound? Just give me a quick moment. Oh, that's why. I'm gonna do it like this for a quick moment. So now you should be able to hear the audio as well. Well, well, well. So this is what we're talking about today. And can we please take a quick moment to just be in awe of how good these trailers of Orchestral tools have become over the years. I think this is just a fantastic trailer to announce the product, as well as their live session that they did to announce the end of an era, like they called it. And yeah, it's the final installment. If you're not familiar with Metropolis Ark, it started in 2015, Metropolis Ark 1, with balls to the wall, loud orchestra. That was what it was all about. Second was about the quiet but still big tones. The third one was all about rhythm and percussion. The fourth one, smaller chamber sizes and smaller player ensemble sizes, but still giving you the raw power, and it's not for the faint-hearted, so to say. And their final installment, Metropolis Ark 5, now brings you the orchestra of functions, trailer tools, shepherd tones, risers, rips, and a bunch of other stuff that we are going to explore in this stream. Again, like I mentioned, 5 times we can give away this library today, which is awesome. So I won't do all 5 at the end of the stream. We'll do it just in between every now and then. So the earlier you leave your comments, the more chances, obviously, there are to grab a copy of that. One thing I want to mention, after the stream, as usual, I will get in touch with you on Facebook if you happened to have won the library. Due to upcoming Christmas, it may be a few days until it appears in your account, because I don't know if Orchestral Tools is still working tomorrow, and then there's Christmas, obviously, so it could probably be that your free gift will arrive after Christmas, but that should be fine. So just to let you know and give you a heads up. So what do we have? Metropolis Ark 5 has orchestral sections: strings, high strings, large, low strings, large and winds, high strings, low strings, string orchestra, large and winds, and string quartet. We will look at the individual articulations in a little bit. We have high woodwinds, low woodwinds, woodwind ensemble, trumpet ensemble A4, flugelhorns, low brass mellow, brass ensemble, and brass ensemble mellow. Choirs, I think no Ark without a choir, so these have very cool choir patches in here. We have several blends, like pre-orchestrated instrument combinations. As you can see, flute and violins, trumpet and violins, horns, woodwinds and violas, and horns and cello. And last but not least, they did sample some synth in the Tell Lakes Hall, so you have a bunch of patches here, which we will all take a listen to and a look at in a little bit. So without further ado, let's jump in. Come in and find out. Let's start with the first patch here. High strings, large. Playing that right out of the box, this is what it sounds like. I should mention that, as I do always on the stream, the sound that you're hearing is straight out of the box. Let me quickly verify that it is indeed straight out of the box without any processing. It could be, yeah, there is nothing on there, so that's good. And on the master, there's nothing as well. This is, yeah. Okay. You be quiet, please. There we go. So, nothing on it. It's the sound straight out of the box. So that's a very good dynamic range from pretty quiet So that's the sustains pad. Then we have sustains swell. Let me quickly drag the key switch area here down to probably C-1. That makes it a little easier to switch the articulations. Let's take a look at the performance page as well. So now I'm hitting the key switches down here and can change the articulations. Steps long. And still controllable with mod wheel. They're really leaning into the sound there. We have short clusters. Rips up and rips down. Oh, the playable runs. Okay. So these are new patches that they kind of introduced now with Metropolis Ark 5. Wait a second. Air60 Titan, what are you writing that is... Okay, it was censored by YouTube. It's loud as beep. Yeah. So the playable runs are a new patch that allow you to do exactly what the name implies, play runs. So just taking care of that strange chat behavior here. And let's quickly get rid of that. There we go. Well, that's pretty cool. Playable runs patch, and we have playable runs without the legato. Then what's new, we have these tempo synced chord major, minor, and open patches. So you have different chord inversions throughout the keyboard, and this is available for major and minor. So you can do and then without the third. Open. And we have glissando effects. And these are not tempo synced. That's pretty nice. And last but not least, not new invention, but new for orchestral tools. They sampled in pretty much all the orchestral groups shepherd tones, so you can hold down and create tension forever. That didn't work well. Here we go. So in case you're not familiar with shepherd tones are an acoustic phenomenon that sounds like it's rising forever and ever by fading out the upper layer and bringing in the lower layer. And this creates this effect of rising and rising. So I could just hold the sustain pedal and keep that running till the stream is over. And the tension who is gonna win the libraries will be unbearable. So let's not do that. Let's check some of the other stuff. That was the high strings large, and it sounds like a pretty large section for sure. We have low strings large and winds. So these are combined low strings and woodwinds. Did anyone say Ark? Holy macaroni. The same here again. We're gonna move the key switches just down to C-1, so it makes it a little easier to switch them. Should be fine here. No, it is not. Well, let's go with that for now. So that is legato, then we have sustains. And again, a very, very good dynamic range. So mod wheel on the softest position or on the lowest position. That's some nasty low in there, in a good way. And you could even tone it further down by utilizing CC11 as well for the dynamics. So if you combine mod wheel and CC11. That's a pretty good dynamic range there. We have sustains pad. Which sounds a little bit like a toned down version from the actual sustains. So sustain. We have the swells again. Very nice. We have long steps. I don't know if that's supposed to sound like that. Let's quickly check if the short steps sound the same. I mean, they sound massive. But I'm not really sure if that's supposed to sound like that. It sounds like it's between the mics that there's a tone between them. That's the strings. I'm not sure. I have to check the manual if that is intentional, that there are a second apart. Holy moly. We have the ribs up and down. And we have the playable runs for the low end as well. You can hear the valves of the woodwinds in the sample. That's pretty cool. Charles, it's accidental. It's a great accident. Okay. So not sure if this is going to be fixed. It still sounds cool. Don't get me wrong. So then the playable runs again without the legato. I like it more with the legato. On the lows here we have crescendos. Let's put that on the lowest C in an octave. That's pretty much a trailer ending right there. One patch, hold 2 keys, call it a day. In theaters. Next. That's cool. Then we have medium. Wow. Then we have short crescendos. Glissando effects for the lows. etc., etc., etc. And we have, oh, well, sorry. Just want to create a little more screen real estate here, just to make sure you can see everything properly on the screen. We have the shepherd tones again. No, here they are. No, the crescendos are not tempo synced. And last but not least, we have the sustained swell long. And short. And by the way, I forgot to mention in the beginning, the library is regularly $4.49 plus value-added tax if you happen to live in Europe and don't have an exemption number. But it is on intro sale for 249 euros till the, not the end of January, but it ends January 4th. So you have a little less than 2 weeks to decide if you want to grab it. And also, since they released this and ported all their other ARCs over to Sign, you can grab all Metropolis Ark titles 1 to 5 for 999 euros, which is a pretty insane deal considering when they were released back then. They were around 500 to 600 euros each. So it makes sense with a 2,600 reduced to 999. That's a pretty good deal. And I think if you already happen to own other titles, you can like build my bundle in the backend. So you need to have all your, if you, for example, have Metropolis Ark 3 as a contact version, you need to register that in your Orchestral Tools account as the Sign version. And then that will be deducted from your price. So you can bring the price down depending on how many libraries you already have. If I remember correctly, instead of 249, if you happen to have Metropolis Ark 1 to 4 already, I think it goes down to 166 euros to complete the bundle. So definitely good possibilities to save some money there. And any idea what the size of the Violet Zeppelin in a fully loaded state will be? I can't really tell, but I know that David Kudell did a great walkthrough of his demo video where he had pretty much all the articulations loaded, and he said that it's pretty lightweight considering everything that he has loaded. But to declare something lightweight also depends on your own setup configuration. So if you have 128 gigabytes of RAM PC sitting around and it loads up with 90, you might still consider that lightweight because you still have 40 gigabytes left to work with. So I cannot tell you right now because I haven't fully loaded it. But I feel that the Sign versions are a little more lightweight than the contact versions of the former ARCs. Anyway, let's get rid of this and put a little reminder that we have 5 copies of Metropolis Ark 5 to give away today. All you gotta do is jump over to Facebook, leave a comment below that post, and I feel that we could, after the next patch, we are going to draw the first winner. I feel today we can do an early bird deal, so to say. So if you're stuck with us from the beginning, there's a higher chance. How much comments are we looking at right now? That is the link, not the one I wanted to put here. Here is our trusty random comment picker. Right now, oh, that escalated quickly. Okay, 113 already. Holy moly. Is it the correct post? Select Facebook post. Yeah, it's the correct one. Okay. You guys are fast today. I didn't expect that after like 20 minutes in. Sign is fine. There you go. So let's load the next patch. We have high strings. That's a little more manageable in terms of articulations. These are a little different from the large ones in terms of we only got the playable runs patches and the shorts master. But there's a big but. The dynamic range is absolutely stunning. And the same goes for the playable runs. Very, very dynamic. Then let's quickly check the same thing for the shorts. Is there a delay compensation? I haven't checked that yet, to be honest. I mean, there is definitely a little bit of a delay in front of the pedal. Let's quickly check the shorts. Check the shorts here. So let's just quickly lay down some 8th notes with a 16th length. Up. Let's do. Don't know. Let's put that there. That is pretty much on point. There is not much delay. Maybe 10 milliseconds or something for the shorts. Pretty much on time. Doesn't even need much. And for the... Let's quickly check it for the runs. Two, three, four. I try to be on the click as good as possible. Didn't succeed, as you can see. So yeah, I think my playing auto-adjusted to a little bit of the delay. So there is a little bit, but definitely not as much as in other libraries that we are aware of. So after this, let's quickly load the string orchestra. So remove that. For the string orchestra, I think we only have the short master, but that gives you a full string section for shorts by Airtic. There's another one by and this one as well. Sorry for that. Quite a bunch of unwanted chat comments here. Cheers, everyone, by the way. So back to the full short patch. Okay, that's a good example to check out the mic positions that come with the library. Let's just load all of them. Uses 860 megabytes of RAM. Okay, check out the close mics. You still hear a little bit of the tail in the spot, the tree. Then we have the outriggers. I'm pretty sure this is going to easily become one of my favorite patches in my templates. We have the AB. And last but not least, we have the surrounds. And then we can put them all in and dial in the sound we want to have. So let's say we want not too much of the outriggers, a little less of the spot. The AB sound really, really good. Maybe a little more spot to get a little more definition and less tree. And we're clipping pretty hard here, so let's dial that down a little. And I could imagine that the spot with just the AB sounds really, really good. I miss Freddy. So yeah, that's the string orchestra short patch. Really, really, really good. This is going to become a staple in my template. I can feel that. It's extremely responsive. Honestly, I would pay $200 for just that patch alone. This is amazing. Anyway, let's quickly check out where we are with the comments on our chat here. As I mentioned, thanks to the generous people at Orchestral Tools, we have 5 copies to give away. I mean, it's Metropolis Ark 5, it makes sense. But I was surprised when they offered me that, so we are looking at 138. Okay, so we are going to do the first giveaway right now. Again, as I mentioned, I will get in touch after the stream in case you have won. Be aware that it might be a few days until you actually see it in your account because Christmas and everything, right? So even Orchestral Tools is not working during Christmas. Okay, first winner. You ready? Here we go. Who's gonna be the first winner of Metropolis Ark 5? Jeremy Menard. That sounds French. But yeah, here we go. Not your fault. Can happen to anyone being French. Maybe it's not French, maybe it's Canadian. Anyway, you are winner number 1. So 4 more copies to go, and we haven't even scratched the surface of this library, to be honest. We ended up here. So let's remove this. What else do we have? We have string orchestra, large and winds. So that's combined. Congrats, Jeremy. That library is yours now. And we have the swells again. Honestly, I wish these were tempo synced, but they aren't, so you gotta live with that. That's nice. We have short cluster steps. So that's the typical stuff, watching a horror movie, and you always know when the music turns down and it goes silent. And there's only dark on the screen. Nothing to see here. Suddenly, something happens. Right? That's what it's great for. So, well done. We have the rips ups and down again. Hey, Ilko. Yes. Very nice, very nice. String, orchestra, and winds. And last but not least, would you look at that? We have a full-sized string quartet with the same attention to detail in the dynamics. They're really digging into the instruments. I'll quickly check the mic options here. So we can use just the spot mic. Let's check the AB here. Turn the spot mics down a little. A little more spot. I feel that on this patch you really got to be careful with the dynamics. So on the soft it sounds incredible. Sounds amazing. And we have, let me quickly reload that just to get the initial mic position. We have the playable runs here as well. Sounds like this. It looks like we're missing an octave on the playable runs. I want to quickly combine the string orchestra shorts with a string quartet. Oh, come on, guys, you start to get on my nerves. Block, be gone. That sounds pretty cool. Overall, I think we could bring down the string quartet sound a little. Pretty cool combi. That works. So let's clear this here. And that's for the strings. We are done with the strings. Nice. Let's check the woodwinds. We have high woodwinds. That is one of the best runs patches I've ever played. Pretty cool. We have crescendos. And we have the same major chord things that we had with the strings. Very nice. I'm trying to speed this up a little now, just to, I mean, I think we are starting to grab the concept, and It's the same articulation, just for different instrument groups. That's a bold woodwind section. Let's check the stabs. This is the exact moment that makes me believe that there is an issue with the stabs strings in the large strings here. Because here the stabs are monotonal, so it's just on the same note. And like we remember on these strings, although it sounds nice, kind of, although we could check it if we just listen to the tree. All right, so it seems that just the spot mic is detuned by a full tone. Yeah, the spot mic here is, which seems to be the low woodwind. So I guess that's an easy fix. They just need to tune this mic 2 steps down. So in this, okay, that works. So I guess that's an easy fix. Will hopefully come soon. Low strings, large, and winds. I probably think... Let me quickly check something. I just clicked on my licenses. This might be a little moment. Would you look at that? There is an update available. And for what? For the low strings and large winds. I probably assume that this is going to be the fix for that already. So maybe they already have an update. I don't want to download right now. We'll do that after the stream, but probably that's the fix already. But don't quote me on that. So back to topic. We have short cluster steps as well. We have Marcardo fanfare. Oh, listen to the chairs in the release samples. Someone was not sitting still. Yes, the 440 Hertz are related to the orchestra tuning. This is 440 Hertz, not 44 kilohertz. That's a big difference. That's very cool. It sounds really, really good. Nice. And the short crescendos. That pretty much just sounds good in octaves. Nice crescendos there. Which brings us to the bass. The trumpet ensemble. So we have Marcato fanfare. I was suspecting that. I don't want to be a trumpet player for their sample sessions. Like bursting your lungs out for all day. That's really cool. I don't really know why they included the playable runs without the legato. You really gotta watch the modway on these ones. Like, on the low settings, it's pretty mellow. But just bring it up a little bit, you can see the modway down here. It's that very thin black line with a white dot there. That's the mod wheel. It immediately catches up very, very fast to the louder layers, louder dynamic layers. But also it goes to like quadruple forte or something. There you have it. Trumpets. Remove. So what do the flugelhorns offer? They don't have these rips and runs and stuff like that. They are more like for melodic approaches, I guess. Can you get the link to Facebook? Yeah, of course I can. Haven't done that in a while, to be honest. So there you have it. Let's take a quick look. What are we looking at in terms of comments for now? 156. Okay, it's growing by the minute. Just to make that clear, in case I draw a name twice, I will just redraw, of course. So it's not like someone is going to win 2 copies, which wouldn't make sense at all. Very unlikely that the random comment picker picks a name twice, but since we do it 5 times today, there obviously is a possibility that this happens. So when this happens, we will draw again. And also nice that we have 118 people watching right now, which is awesome. So thanks for tuning in and checking this out with me. To be honest, I was able to check it out a little earlier. You know what was the most fun? They sent it to me like, I think 2.5 or 3 weeks ago. And I was following along with a speculation thread on VI Control. I have never felt the need to bite my tongue so hard like on this thread. Was very funny to read all the assumptions and where this is gonna go. With sometimes being in the know is funny. But there were some good suggestions in there. I have the feeling that the mod wheel and the dynamics don't go as far as on some of the other instruments, so it's not like blasting their lungs out. So it definitely has a more mellow tone. And then we have the sustains pad. And the swells. Also goes pretty high. That's actually a little ear piercing there, but fine, that's cool. Nice range there. So let's remove that, check out the low brass. And we have the fanfare stuff again. We have the playable runs here as well. Okay, I'll be honest. I don't have I have a ton of brass libraries on my system, but I don't have a single library that is able to pull that off. Very cool. And we have the crescendos. And we have shepherd tones in the low brass as well. Grows and grows and grows. Okay, we will, for the next drawing of the winner, we will use a shepherd tone for sure. I guess the choir one. So once we're in the choirs, we get to winner number 2. We have the same brass low ensemble as mellow. That's the perfect patch to write some Christmas music. Yep, that's the official Christmas music brass patch. I would have needed that in summer when we are actually writing Christmas music. This is fucking beautiful. I don't know, can I tweak the release just a tiny little bit? Envelope, there we go. Yeah, I want to turn the release down a little. That's amazing. Can you layer that with a soft choir? Let's see. What do we have in the choir? Can use the mixed choir, and we have the sustain pad as well. Okay, let's see how that works together. Maybe with the children's choir from Ark 2. So let's quickly check that. Metropolis Ark 2 choir, children choir sustains. It's a mixing question, so I would need to bring the brass ensemble down. Yeah, that will definitely find its way when you need to write something like similar to Williams' hymn. Let's check the swells out shortly. Just imagine bringing up the room a little more on this. Maybe the outriggers, bring the spot a little down. I wish so much that you could change the note like legato in between the swell. Amazing. Really, really good. And where were we? Here we go. This shall conclude the brass ensemble already. So, and since we started it, let's check out the choir. We have female choir sustains and legato. So there's a syllable change on each retrigger of the note, which doesn't seem to be controllable. So it's like random singing stuff. But it's just one syllable per note. I can see where that fits, but I think it's easy to recognize the syllables after a little bit of playthrough. The full size of the Ark, you can't seem to find that on the Orchestral Tools website. I don't know for sure, but let's quickly check it here. Specs and documents. 80 gigabytes. There it is, on first click. So, if you didn't know, now you know. So then we have sustains, regulars. Tomasz, MIDI keyboard, I'm using the Native Instruments Complete 88. And we have sustains pad. That needs a little more of the room. So let's bring the surround and the ABs in here. I couldn't use the mod wheel because I used both hands, but can imagine that being very, very nice sounding. That small controller on the top, that's just a MIDI controller. So I have a bunch of MIDI, most importantly, mod wheel, CC11, CC7, bunch of other stuff. That's one of the nicest choir sustain patches, softer ones, that I have. There's other stuff that is similar, but this one is really good. So, gotta say that. And the shepherd tones again. Shifu, you're still using the Stream Deck for visibility on the big template. Pretty much no. What I'm using it for is mostly when I'm editing to change the lanes, like velocity, so can change all that kind of stuff, no lane, etc. That's what it's good for. I can like close all folders and stuff like that. That's what I do. And I found it faster on the big template. The only thing I have is like close folders and open folders. And usually when I have my big template loaded and need to navigate through, I just close the folders and then manually open the one that I need to access. That's faster for me. So I don't have like show brass, show strings, and I got rid of that because I felt, though it's fine to have, I didn't really need it to navigate my template. So back to topic. Sustain, swell, long. Guess these are nice as well. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Why didn't the eagles just fly Frodo to Mordor? But yeah, very Lord of the Ring-ish. Nice sounds there. Where were we? Where were we? Here we were. Choirs. And then we have the male counterpart for that. So let's quickly check that out. And once we're done with the mixed choir, by the way, it's going to be another drawing. So if you haven't done so yet, better hurry and leave your mumble fumble underneath that Facebook thread. Just so we know what are we looking at. Wow, could it be the first time in all of stream history? And by the way, I just want to mention yesterday, Facebook reminded me that 6 years ago, my very first Twitch stream was going live. And I don't even know what that was about. But, yeah, 6 years. It's incredible. So time is flying. But maybe this is the first time since we are doing giveaways and all that good stuff that we may crack the 200 comments this time. We've never did that so far, but would make sense with 5 giveaways today, 4 more to go. Would be great, would be incredible. So let's see what the man have to say. I just binge watched The Witcher, so that might fit easily there. Let's quickly jump to the swells right away. Yeah, just imagine that together with the women, which I guess they have done in the mixed choir. Yes, they did. So, long swell sustains. Scammod, you just need to enter your comment once. In case if you want to beat the system by commenting multiple times, it doesn't really help because we filter duplicate entries. So every user will only be counted once. So 1 entry is fine. And 177. I guess we're cracking the 200 today. Just once, and at that very post that I just linked in the chat. Which brings me to the point. Check the crescendos. Very, very good. And I love the room, the hall of the Teldix scoring stage that you can hear in the samples. I want to thank you. Stream inevitability helped me fix a tech issue I've had with OBS for 8 months. I don't know how I helped you, but glad I could help you. And we have glissando effects as well on the choir. These are always good to have. Cool. Okay, the last one for the choir is the shepherd tones. As we know, shepherd tones create tension and excitement, and you don't know what's going to come. And I feel that this is the perfect underscore for... I think I just hold down my sustain pedal. Okay, someone is gonna win. Okay. Giveaway number 2 of 5 today. So who is going to get this? We got the first winner already. No drum roll, shepherd tone. That's so great, you don't need to do anything. You just need to hold down. That's amazing. Okay. The winner is... winner number 2 out of 5. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Winner is... Yannick Damquist. Holy hell, you lucky bastard. Yannick, congrats. So that's Ark 5 for you. Congratulations. That's winner number 2 out of 5. Gonna put that extra to the side. Again, just a reminder, I will get in touch with you after the stream. It might be a little longer this time due to Christmas coming tomorrow. That you will have the license in your accounts, the licenses in your account after Christmas. So we'll see. Maybe it works tomorrow, but don't be sad if you cannot play around with that on Christmas. But you shall take care of your family anyway. And not play new sample libraries. So, congrats, Yannick. And let's close this. Then we have blends and synth. We will take a look at that in a short moment. I want to take the opportunity to... I think that man needs no introduction. Mr. Kudell, David Kudell, has written an awesome demo track for Ark 5, and I will just showcase that to you for a few minutes because I need to take a little break to make some more room for the corona. So just want to showcase you his demo that he did. Of course, there is advertising. Okay, let's... I got 2 minutes 26, so I leave you for a quick moment, and here you go. Enjoy David's demo track for Metropolis Ark 5. If that wasn't in time, I don't know. Make sure to head over to David's YouTube channel and subscribe. Amazing musician. Some of you may know him from last year's Spitfire competition that he won. Just give him a subscribe. Awesome content on his channel. Check it out. David, absolutely gorgeous demo track. Really, I'm envious I didn't write it. So, there we have that out of the way. So, subscribe to David's channel as soon as you can. And let's get cracking. We have the blends. So, this is some pre-orchestrated sections like flute and violins. sustains. I was just thinking, I'm sad that they don't have shorts, but they do. Cool. Then we have trumpet and violins. No shorts on this one. Check the soft sustains. I have to admit, I'm not the biggest fan of these pre-orchestrated things because, I mean, you have the mix options, I guess, where you can... No, you don't have individual spot mics, so you cannot really change the leveling between these two instruments. So I personally prefer to rather have my individual violin patch and trumpet patch if I want to use something like that. But it's in there, so I won't complain. And it sounds great. It's just a little limited in the usage possibilities for my taste. Your mileage may vary. That sounds great. Maybe even better with a pad. Nice. Oh. And we have playable runs as well. Cool. And here we have also the chords again, which is great. Yeah, love face. Bye bye. Sorry. Oh, come on. And there we go. And there we go. So sorry. You gotta get your elsewhere. So. I love that they included the open chords, so you're not limited to major, minor, but can put like sevenths in there and stuff like that. Cool! That was horn, woodwinds, and violas, and we have horns and cello. We have horny cello, according to the last comment in the chat. And here, for example, contrary to the trumpet and violins, here we do have the possibility to change the mixing between the horns. So bring the... If we take the tree down, that sounds bad. Yeah, but at least you have a little control over the individual volumes. If you want less cello and more horns. Let's check the soft sustains on this. Very, very good. And last but not least, we have synth. Synthesizers. Jay, put some synthesizers in the room. We don't know how many, but I guess a few. Well, if we put synth in a room, we need room. So let's activate the surrounds for this. Down, back up now. Something's off with the key switches here. I don't know what they did, but the key switches are 2 key switches for the same patch. Rips down. That's some nice low in there. Sustains. little bit of an organ quality to it. Crescendos. Yes, the sustained swells are really nice on this one. Let's quickly dial back the surround and maybe dial back the tree as well, so we get a little more of the clean sound. Very nice catching of the filter movement there on the velocity, so you really get this filtered short attack sound on the softer velocities. And the filter opens up the harder you play. Very nicely done. Crescendo longs overdrive. That's how my synth sounds like when I turn it on. Till I dial in the proper tuning. Yep. Very 80s. We have shepherd tones as well. Of course, same principle, just rises and rises and rises. Should we do another giveaway on this one? I mean, there's tension in the air. And we still have 3 more to go, right? So let's copy this and paste it here. There is your chance. Enter your comment now. And we will draw one more winner. Do we have the 200 already? What do you think? Do we have 200 comments? Ah, close! 6 more to go. We can do a monster shepherd after that. So, nearly 200 comments. It's 194 individual comments, because there will always be people who do like 2 or 3 times. I love these shepherd tones. They just go on and on and on and on. Let's wait till 200, Sahari. Are you crazy? Oh, 197. Okay. God, the tension is killing me. How fast can we get to 200? Just leave your comment underneath the Facebook post and this library could be yours in the next couple of seconds. It's still 197. Well, worst case scenario, ask your friends. Ask someone else to host. Maybe they win the library. It doesn't grow. It stays on 197. Ah, that's bad. I need another tone. Let's start there. On F sharp. F sharp is nice. Oh, 198. The tension is killing me. Do we really want to wait till 200? It could be that we need to listen to another quarter of an hour of shepherd tones rising. Well, the problem is cheating doesn't help because we filter duplicate entries. So every single person that posts a comment underneath will only be counted once, no matter how many comments they post. Let's quickly just see, when I take off filter duplicate users, how many comments do we actually have? 209. So we have 12 comments that are duplicate users. You dirty little cheaters. Okay. 200! There we go. We are officially the most comments on any Facebook post for the streams ever. That's a nice 6-year anniversary celebration. Okay, winner number 3. And since we're celebrating that, let's do winner number 3 and winner number 4. Number 3 is... Oh, this is killing me. Billy Bob. Your last name is not Thornton by any chance? Billy Bob, congratulations! There you go. Putting you here. Again, just a reminder, after the stream we will get in touch, but that may take a little while until you see your library in your account, because obviously Christmas and everything. So it depends on how fast Orchestral Tools are with sending out the licenses. So we need another... Let's up the ante here and put in, well, let's get rid of this. So we need the string orchestra, large and winds. Where do we have shepherd tones? In the high strings for sure. Shepherd tones. Okay. Then we have low string shepherd tones. No, we don't. But we have shepherd tones in the woodwinds, I guess. For ensemble, no shepherd here. Low woodwinds, no shepherds here. High woodwinds, shepherds here. We need more shepherd tones. Where are the I know the low brass has shepherd tones. Low oh yeah, there we go. Shepherd tones. If I say one more time, shepherd tones. Okay, let's put the women in there. Shepherd tones. Shepherd tones. And we did have them in the horns and cello? No. In the horns, woodwinds, and violas? No. But we had them in the synth. So, okay, let's build the ultimate let's kill them all shepherd tone. You ready? Okay. That's gonna be winner number 4. I am ready, are you? Oh wow, we even have 2 more. So you have a 1 in 202 chance. Minus 3 winners already. And by the way, thanks again to Orchestral Tools for providing these 5 giveaways copy. Awesome Christmas gift there. So, winner number 4 is gonna be... I'm missing the last Dennis Eggen. Eggnog. In time for Christmas. Dennis, congratulations. You are number 4. So we only have one more copy to go, which will happen at the end of the stream, right? So let's go back here. Now I don't know. All the tension is gone. No, we have one more to go. Congratulations, Dennis and Billy Bob or Steve O. Eggnog. So, what I wanted to do, because we are pretty much through with the instruments, I don't think that we are going into a little writing session. And you can, again, there have been awesome demos already for the library to write. I want to take the chance because the full bundle is on sale. Sorry, the full bundle is on sale as well. I need something to drink. You want to hear me scoring something with the library? Okay. Why did I know that already? We will see. We'll see. But I want to quickly dive in and just showcase a little bit the difference between the bundles. Because, as you know, for the next 2 weeks, Orchestral Tools have the full 5 Metropolis Ark bundle on sale for 999 euros. Or less if you own some of the titles already. You can, like... finish my bundle, do that type of thing in their on the website in their store. So if you happen to have 2 arcs already, that price reduces accordingly. So definitely check that out. But $9.99 for all these 5 arcs is a steal. I remember the time when I think 1, 2, and 3 I bought before I got to work with them together and got the enough ARC copies of Metropolis Ark 4 and other stuff. But I paid way more just for the first 3. So, and in case you are not familiar with what these individual arcs are, I just want to play some of the patches and give you a little bit of an idea what you're dealing with and what the core information of each of the arcs is. So Metropolis Ark 1 was the first one, came out in 2015, and this was all about bolts to the wall, in your face, orchestral articulations that are just loud and epic, for the lack of better words. So these low strings. It's a bigger than life section that they sampled for this, and it's all very centered. You could read on the actual section sizes on the website. I don't know for sure now. The low strings are only in octaves, unfortunately. You don't get the individual, like cello and basses differentiated, so you only have the octave patch. And the high strings you have... But you have an unison patch in the high strings, at least. Felipe, yeah, sure, go ahead. If you have a question on Arc 4, we can see if we can address that. So as you can see, bunch of articulations, sustains, legato. The legato is very good as well on these strings. They are awesome for layering on top if you need, especially in trailer tracks, if you need like these soaring lines in the third act where everything just comes home. These strings on top of your main melody. Just an awesome legato patch. The horns are one of my favorites from all of Orchestral Tools releases. I really dig their sound. The Mikados are very good as well. Felipe, save the question a little bit. I will quickly check out Arc 4 in a little bit, and we'll take a look at that. So that's the Mikado Shore. We have staccato as well. Especially when you layer these with the trombones, staccatos, like building your own quick multi, and with the chimbassi staccatos. I just get reminded how good these patches are. When you combine the horns, the chimbassi, bring in the tubas as well for the Mikado, and put the low strings in octaves below that, you get okay, I have to put them all on one channel. One, and go on one. Yes, sir. So you go bye-bye, and you go bye-bye. So. And the cool thing about the sine player is that you can also layer individual articulations. So if you feel that the Mikado still don't have enough bite, let me get rid of this. We can put the spiccato underneath the Mikado and layer that. Oh no, let's do it like this. So we put it here. Let's put the low string spiccato, and for example on the chimbassi, the staccato is really good as well. So we layer that in as well. That's the massivest sound I have ever heard from an orchestral ARI. I just realized that I start to fall in love again with Metropolis Ark 1. Haven't used it in a while, to be honest. Well, that's not true. There's a bunch of patches that I tend to always use. We have the choir, which is really good. The women. And they have these marcato syllables that a little bit like performance samples just cycle through automatically. Very cool. And with a male choir, I have not loaded everything from Metropolis Ark. There's some drum kit and guitars and bass. I have to be honest, I'm not a biggest fan of these sounds. But yeah, you get the idea. Metropolis Ark 1 is all about in-your-face, bolts to the wall, big, epic, loud. Versus Metropolis Ark 2, which is kind of also epic and bolts to the wall, but differently, namely by using quiet tones, but still very powerful. So let's load the staccato for the highs, mids, and lows, and just play something on the staccato strings here. And you can immediately hear that there's a little more noise floor on these samples because it's like they played really, really soft and then the levels were adjusted to match the output. So it's like quiet articulations pulled up. So that's why you get a little more noise floor on these. And they have some individual articulations that are not available in Ark 1. So we have tremolos, for example. I think Ark 1 has tremolos as well. But here we have fast and slow. And some other like the irregular arps. Very nice sounds there. And again, these beautiful swells. Very, very nice. Strings, then we have one of my favorite patches is the 6 harps from Ark 2. These are beautiful. Very beautiful patch. With tremolos for the harps as well, a bunch of articulations. We have some higher flutes. Metropolis Ark 1 only has low flutes. We have some beautiful flugelhorns here. And again, all these for Metropolis Ark 2 are more on the softer side. Same with the euphoniums. Different kind of horns. Very nice sound. And the choir is absolutely stunning in Ark 2, especially also the kids choir. Kids choir only has legato and sustains. Actually, I need to use CC11 on these as well. Absolutely beautiful. And we have a little more on the man and women. And here we have, again, this like cycling marcato syllables. Well, for this type of stuff, you need the staccato because the releases are a little all over the place with the marcatos. Pretty cool. And yeah, the low man legato is instant Viking vibe. Which art do you use the most? That is a very tough question. Well, since I do a lot of like trailer stuff, and obviously Ark 1 is the first choice because of the sheer power that it has. But then again, I always use the low booms from Ark 2. Well, not these ones, sorry. One of the best, still organic sounding low boom patches. That's not the one. I think it's the Percussion Boomer. That's the one. So this is a staple in my template. One of the best low boom patches I have. So I use that constantly. But yeah, probably if you ask me, the most used are 1 and 4 for me. And we will look at 4 in a second. And 3 for the percussion. So yeah, Metropolis Ark 2, more on the quiet side. Ark 3, the beating orchestra. This one is probably the most extensive collection in terms of percussion. And there is some really awesome stuff in here. The tom ensemble, I love that. These sound awesome, and these really start to shine when you layer them. So when we do this and put some trash percussion ensemble on top, so low, mid, high. That's some massive percussion sound there. Maybe even better the low percussion 3 has this like high metal hit on the louder velocities. But also the taikos are amazing on this one. Let me clear that quickly. And this is really just a really small sneak peek into the percussion capabilities. And you got these, so this is a taiko ensemble. You also have amazing solo percussion on this one. Throughout, from sticks to daiko thrash metal. Just a quick listen here. That's so useful to have stuff like that. Can I replace? Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, lots and lots of percussion. Too much to go through right now, but the whole purpose of Metropolis Ark 3 is the beating orchestra, and you also have, of course, the orchestra sections, but sampled differently with different articulations, more like using the instrument percussively. But what you also get is these awesome orchestra repetitions. And this is pretty cool. I use these patches quite often when I need to do, like, yeah, repetitive phrases. Think of it like native instruments, action string, stuff like that. A little more limited because you only get... sorry, close that. 8th, 16th, and triplets and stuff like that. On the, let's take the high strings here, repetitions, and on the full string orchestra you only have them in clusters, but on the individual sections you have them. Let's use the 16th one. So this I use oftentimes as a background because it just still sounds better than putting staccatos one after the other, because it's a performance. And when you use the full patch, you can obviously, it's a little bit of click work to do that with the key switches, but you can, of course, so you can pretty much create cool stuff with that in terms of rhythms. Same for the low strings. And you have the clusters as well. And these are very close in sound to Metropolis Ark 1. So when we just compare that again, load the low, where are we? Load the low spiccato patch. And then maybe use the Carter short. Compare that to Ark 3. So the cool thing is when you have both, then obviously you can expand the possibilities of these repetitions a lot, because you can use the single note articulations and the repetitions. But these recorded repetitions still sound, in a certain BPM range, still sound better than just the articulations from the, for example, Metropolis Ark 1. And you have the same for the low woodwinds, for the low brass. When you combine the repetitions in the low brass, this is an awesome sound, I can tell you. Let's put this here. And just use the half note repetitions. If that's not enough, you can put the low woodwinds in there as well. And call it a day. It's just incredible how big that sounds immediately after layering. Unfortunately, in the contact versions of Ark 3 and 4, they did have some multis to make your life a little easier. They are missing in the sine versions. I don't know if they will add them later, but it's also not that complicated like you just have seen to stack articulations and put them together and just create your own big multis out of these sounds. And yeah, so we have the orchestra sections, the beating orchestra. There's also the first time they introduced the string quintet here, which is also really, really good. It's a little more in your face than the Ark 5 one. Very nice. String quintet. Which brings us to Ark 4. So Ark 4 is, in my opinion, the most different one from the other 4 Arks, because it kind of shrinks the section sizes. It gets way more intimate. Well, not intimate, because just gets smaller in size, but still played with a raw aggression. So you get, and you get also full orchestra patches here. In case you really want to get going fast. It's, hate to say that, it's a little bit like the Symphobia. Kind of a quick sketching if you want to get going fast. This is really sometimes you just don't need more. That one patch and done. But overall, so we have string orchestra. Same as well. Full orchestra laid out on all the keys. And we get these power sustains, which is new in Ark 4. But you can hear that the sound is a little more precise, defined, because of the smaller section sizes. But it doesn't mean it's less powerful. It's still... very, very much bite, and quite a lot of different articulations. So this is really, really, there's a lot. And but the cool thing is you have this all in individual sections as well. So you have the high strings, and check out the difference between the legato here and the power legato. And then compare that to the power sustains. Well, actually, let's do that differently. Let's load the full patch here. Okay, that's quite a lot. I didn't realize that. Why is there so many key switches? Okay, that has quite a lot of articulations. So the sustain we just had. Oh, again. Okay. Bye. So, normal sustain, normal legato. sustains are really good. So the power sustain, power legato. And the blurred staccato is really good as well. So you get a lot more choice in short articulations. And then you get these overpressure sounds. Doesn't really make much sense to play repeated sounds on these, but you could put that in the beginning of a phrase. Kind of like that. So you can really combine these. And also, again, the low string patch here is just available in octaves, but sounds not much less powerful than the Arc 1 or Arc 2 one. It just has a little more definition, and when you want to like go crazy all the way, then you just combine, for example, the legatos from Arc 1 and Arc 4. Then you get this. You get the big sound of Arc 1 with the definition of Arc 4. This is amazing when you combine these. You could go totally crazy. I mean, let's just do that for the sake of argument and add the softer low strings from Metropolis Ark 2 as well down below. Then you could say, okay, we put the Arc 1 and Arc 2 a little lower, so we get a little more definition from Arc 4. But you still have, that's Arc 4 alone. Which is already pretty big. But then bring in the bigger sections from 1 and 2. And you still get a lot of dynamic range. Yeah, so that's the strings in Arc 4. Much more defined and closer sounding. And of that, we have more. So we have some Woodwinds. Let's quickly check out the flute legato here. And let me be clear, the Ark series is not your library to have, even if you have all 5 of them. This is not the series to get intricate orchestrations and like a real life picture of having an orchestra playing. This is over the top. This is, I mean, you could build technically a sound just out of the arcs that resembles a full orchestra. It's just a very loud full orchestra and a very big full orchestra. So you have the highest woodwinds, you have the trombones and trumpets, everything is there. But I still consider the arcs more like an add-on, especially when you look at getting closer to realism. I mean, it sounds amazingly real. It's recorded in a great hall. The reverbs are amazing. But it is larger than life. And if you need that sound for that, it's absolutely amazing and one of the best tools that is available in the market, if not the best. I may be biased there. But it is not for intricate orchestration. That's what the Berlin series, for example, Berlin brass, Berlin strings, Berlin woodwinds. This is where you get into the detail and into the finer art of orchestration. This is really to slam it onto the tracks and just make it as loud and big as it possibly can get. And the sounds are amazing for that. Even if Metropolis Ark 2 allows for some softer and same here in the mixer. So if you feel that's too in your face, you can bring down the spot a little, get a little more. I didn't download all the mic positions for this. I just finished this downloading prior to the stream today. But you can easily move it back a little in the room by getting the spot mic down. Another little trick would be if we send it to a reverb, say on my 6 very long. And if we put that reverb before the fader and move the audio fader down by, say, 4 dB, for example, we can move the instrument further into the room. Even way, way back. So you still can, especially with Ark 4, you can get a little more intimate than with the others. We have the woodwinds. The choir in Ark 2 and Ark 4 is also something different. Let me quickly turn off the reverb here. So the legato is really good as well. Sustains are very good as well. The thing is, I don't really have anything bad to say about these different arcs. Every single arc has their unique place and has their unique use case. Very, very cool. And then we have Mercados as well, power sustain, same for male choir, and a little bit of percussion. It's not much, but these patches that are in here in Ark 4 are really nice as well. Marimba, xylophone, and piano combined. tuned toms and timpani. Pretty cool. And then, obviously, now released Ark 5, the last installment, which we took quite a long look at today, with a lot of good stuff in there. Don't want to repeat myself. I mean, you can re-watch the stream. So just want to give a quick overview what these different sections or different arcs, where their focus is. Honestly, for me, problem is once you start with one arc, there is actually no going back. And at some point in time, you will eventually, pretty sure, end up with all 5 under your belt. The deal that they have now for the 2 weeks with 999 euros is insanely good for the value that you get. This is like 500-600 gigabytes of content from all sorts of directions. Not the fine orchestration, so to say. That's other series there for that. But if you need that big balls to the wall sound, if you need that over the top, hyped up, but still very organic and very natural sound, I personally think that's the best deal that is out there with 1K for all these libraries. I paid 1.5K for the first 3 alone. So, but times are changing, and I think after 2 weeks the price goes up for 1,500 to 1,500, which is still a great deal. But yeah, obviously, if you're on the fence, and if you own any of the other titles, you can like complete your bundle, and your price will go down accordingly. So if you have 1 and 2, I don't know the exact numbers, but $9.99, then maybe you pay 600 for the other 3. It probably comes around to $200 per library, which is an amazing deal. What happens if you combine all of them? What will it sound like? Well, I just did it with the strings a little while back, a few minutes, if you go back in the stream. But, I mean, we could also... Okay, know what we do? First of all, we have another giveaway to do, because we have one more license left for the giveaway today. So let me get that out of the way first. Let's copy that link one more time, shall we? So, last chance. You can put your comment underneath this Facebook comment there, and once you have done that, we will use our trusty comment picker. We need another shepherd tone, though. No, I want to play that full orchestra shorts patch again, because that just sounds so gorgeous. Let's use that with a little bit of reverb. Say -16. I'm actually interested when I combine 5 and 4 on the shorts with where do we have it? String orchestra. Let's use the staccato shorts. Blend that in. How do these two sound together? Well, I need to turn that down a little because that's too loud. Just a little bit. Well, there you go again. Bye-bye and bye-bye. But I have to admit, I do like the sound of just the Arc 5 patch alone. Very nice. But yeah, let's finish off with another shepherd tone from Arc 5 here. We are going to use... Let's use the mixed choir. So just a shepherd tone, nice shepherd tone from the choir coming down. So how many comments are we looking at? We are nearing completion. Wow, that's absolutely incredible. It's the most commented post in 6 years. Okay, tension is rising. And that's gonna be the last chance. Thanks again to Orchestral Tools for providing 5 giveaway copies tonight. This is awesome. Quite. And this was amazing. And thank you for joining in and looking at the show tonight. Orchestral Tools, congratulations on 6 years of Metropolis Ark and bringing the series to a conclusion. This was really, really a nice evening. And after the giveaway, I will do like a little break and then I will just write a little bit. So we do a night session tonight with writing with the arcs, so to say. But I will take like a 15-minute break. Feel good today, so gonna do some writing. I want to put Arc 5 through its paces. But for now, we have a last winner tonight. Thanks for all your comments. Thanks for the support throughout this year. I really appreciate it. This is going to be the last stream for 2021. So I'll see you fresh in the new year. So thanks for a musically wonderful 2021. Stay safe. Have a wonderful Christmas and a fantastic start into the new year. Winner number 5 is going to be drawn now. And the tension is rising incredibly. Winner is Charles Magno. And the tension is off. Charles, congratulations. So you are number 5. Magno number 5. Why does that sound familiar? So, Charles, congratulations. And yeah, thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in tonight. It's been a pleasure going through this year's new releases with all of you. I guess we had one or the other winner in this year. I actually wanted to do a breakdown, like how much did we actually give away? I don't even know. So I have to put that down somewhere. So I take a little break, 15 minutes. We'll stop the stream and we'll jump on a night session, work a little more through these arcs and write a little something. I feel like we should do something tonight. So if you were interested in just the walkthrough, that's your signal right now. Have a nice afternoon, evening, night, morning, wherever you are. See you soon. Bye-bye.